Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining us this morning. My name is Annette Manius. I'm president of Oasis Solutions, and we appreciate you all taking your time out of your busy schedule today. Our goal for this user group is it's all about you. So over the years, we've had many formats of this meeting, and each time we listen to what you all want on the surveys. We've gone from a 2-day conference to a 1-day meeting, that are in person to half-day in person. And now with the advent of work where you are, we're navigating virtual meetings. So Oasis has traditionally been a regional firm, but in the last 3 to 4 years, we've been working with Sage customers all over the country. Thanks to Zoom and other technologies, that makes that all possible. So we appreciate you all coming today. And I was thinking about Zoom the other day and thinking about just 3 years ago, most of us thought Zooming was driving faster, right? So things change so quickly, and we've all learned to adapt. So I know for a while it seemed like everybody had Zoom fatigue. So we hope that today you're going to get some real value out of these sessions. So just a little reminder, because it's a little bit different format than what we've done before. So everyone signed up for sessions and you got an email with the Zoom link for your session. Each session will run about 22 minutes, 25 minutes to give you time to log off, grab some coffee, do a little sage dance, and log back into your session. So, but at the end, before you log off, don't forget, Falana will spin the wheel to choose a winner for the Amazon gift card. So, and then if you stay for every session, at the end of the day or end of the time, we are going to draw for a $100 gift card. So make sure you attend the sessions. So we hope this method works well for everyone. And please let us know on the survey to follow. We'd love positive feedback, suggestions. We're always open for suggestions. We want to make sure that it's that these user group meetings are valuable to you all. So that's really the point of it, is it's about you and what you can glean from the software to make it better. So we've got some really good sessions today. So I hope you all really enjoy it and just let us know. So our first session, we're going to talk about what's new with Sage 100 and then some coming attractions. So again, my name is Annette Manius, and I'm president of Oasis Solutions, and happy to see you all today. I know a lot of you all, some people I have not met. So we've got some new Sage customers on the line as well. So here's what we're going to do today in this session. So we're going to talk about the roadmap for Sage 100. We're going to look at what's new, and then Sage integrated solution resources. And then we're going to talk a little bit about the state of Oasis as well. Some housekeeping, Q&A. Everyone is muted. So if you have questions, please put them in the Q&A box, the question box, and they'll be answered at the end of the session. And if you have problems with audio or visual issues, please put that in the chat. Falana is monitoring that. And again, end of the session, spin to win. $25 Amazon gift card, and at the end of the day it'll be a $100 Amazon gift card. So I don't know about you all, but Amazon is my friend. So I just want to tell you a little bit about Oasis. You all work with our Sage 100 team a lot, and maybe have never really seen their faces, which I think is important to put a name to a face. So this slide represents our ownership team. So I am co-founder and president. Aaron Rosenberg, Karen Roberson, William Schlageter, and Patrick Johnson all make up the owners of Oasis. And then some other people that you all probably will recognize. Jeff Stout is our practice manager, and the rest of the people on here, Christy, Lisa's presenting today, Tammy, Jose, Jim, Jordan. You all probably all talked to one of them at some point, I'm sure. So so just wanted to put a little face to the voice. And then we have another team, which is comprised of NetSuite. And our practice manager is Nancy Sutton. The interesting thing about Nancy, I'll tell you all real quick, is I've known her probably 30 years. So she started out working with another Sage partner. So I've known her a really long time. And then we brought her in a few years ago for our NetSuite practice. But those are the people that are on our NetSuite team. And then the most important people of the company are on this slide. They are our support. So many of you all know Jody Patterson, Garen Stout. You all have talked to Garen. She's our client success manager. The wonderful Philana Callahan, our marketing, does a great job. Keno is our operations coordinator. You all have all probably talked to Lisa Long at some point. Pam Pasifune, Daniel, and John Stinson. So they make up what I think about our support team and what helps us to function every day. These are the people that are behind the scenes that kind of make it all happen. They are our glue. So let's talk a minute about Sage roadmap. Sage 100 is a feature-rich product and has a lot of different options and functionality incorporated into the product. So in the next year, the main focus for Sage is rebuilding the manufacturing modules, as well as adding some additional functionality on the back end for better connectivity. So that's over the years, we've gotten, and I'm going to show you some of that too, a lot of the things added to the product. And so now they're going to step back for a second and look at the back end of things for better connectivity. But what I want to show you all is that you can add suggestions using your Sage 100 system. So you've got this functionality already. So I'm going to show you guys. I'm going to open up Sage 100. And on your main screen on Sage 100, there's an information center. And if I scroll down, there's an option here to share your ideas. So and everyone has this on their, no matter what version you're on, you have this. It might look a little bit different. I'm using the most current version of Sage. So it might look a little bit different, but basically it's the same thing. So there's an option here for the ideas site. And this is pretty cool. If you've never looked at it, it's pretty cool. So you can look at the different items that people have submitted, and then you can vote for them. You can also enter your suggestion here, and it will go on the board. And what's nice about this is I'm on a committee with Sage of Sage partners, and we go through these items and add them to the next version. So this is really, really helpful. But it's interesting because you can see, all the different things and how many people have voted for them. You can make your suggestion. Here's the latest. Here's what's hot. So there's a lot of different options here. This thing got 247 votes on this one. So it's a really good function. And again, you have it. You have that functionality already. So, so go ahead and use it, because Sage really does listen to what you all want in the software. So I want to talk a little bit about what's new. And what I did is I pulled things out. There's a lot of things I have to tell you all. There's a lot of things other than this that's new in the past couple versions, but I pulled some things out that we've heard from customers of what they think are really good features. So the first one, and I put in red the ones that we've heard the most of, but you have e-invoicing with Paya, the check number field, that one has been great, 10 characters. For people who do purchase orders, PO lines are now visible in the invoice receipt and history. This next one I really like is when you do a credit memo, it pulls the original price and the cost from history. So, and then, a couple other things that you see on here. Now, what I didn't do, and I didn't think about it just a minute ago, I should have put on here what version these are in, but, we're going to encourage everybody to keep up on the latest version so that you get these features. Couple other things that are new. I did not put in red this first one, but I tell y'all, when I look at it again, it's like, yeah, that's really nice. So when I open up an AR invoice history, there's a tab now for payments against that invoice, so you don't have to go back to the customer and see that data. So that's nice. Spell checking, that's great. Added to the memos, messages, comments, paperless office. So that's a really good feature. The thing that it does is if you typed, let's say I'm in a memo and I type something incorrectly, it's not going to correct it, but it'll underline it, and then you hover it over and it'll give you suggestions. So that's a really nice feature too. And then also they added a print button to the sales order and quotes history to reprint an order. That's been needed for a really long time. And then the bottom one on there that I put in red was in inventory item maintenance search. Years ago, they had this functionality, and for some reason it went away. I don't know why, but it did. And then now they've brought it back where you can see quotes and master orders and repeating orders, not just open orders. So that's a really, really good functionality that was added back in to the system. But then there's some other things on there too that relate to warehousing and barcode, things like that. And you all might have gotten an email from Sage recently. I believe they launched this the first week in May, but they did some rebranding. So they changed the logo. So here's the new logo. So when you see this logo, it is Sage. It is the Sage that we all know and love. But it's a little bit different. So you would have probably gotten some information about that. So they're making some branding changes that will be good for going into the future. So just wanted you all to see that new logo, because you'll be seeing it and thinking, what in the world is that? It says Sage. So one of the other things that I wanted to talk about just for a minute is what we call integrated solutions. So in Sage, there's a lot of functionality, a lot of things, very feature rich, as you can imagine, and things that you all love. But there are items that you might need to add on to that to help you function a little bit better, like maybe a warehouse management system, or we're going to look at later Beanworks that does AP automation. So some things like that you could add on to the system to make it better. So it's interesting because people say, well, I Googled, I want to do this with Sage 100. Well, if you Googled that, you'd get a lot of stuff. And so what we do as your partner is we vet the best solutions that work well. So you may find something, and we've had this happen, customer comes and says, well, I found this on the internet, and they say they integrate with Sage 100, but they really don't, or it's a very slight integration. So there's things there. So we try to vet out the best solutions for our customers. And sometimes, people will come to us, customers will come and say, well, I want to do this. And we're like, oh, we've not had that request before, but, let us vet that for you. Don't try to vet that yourself. Maybe do a little vetting, because we all do that on Google, but, we can vet that for you and make sure that it's the right partner. So if you look on our website, which I'm going to show you all, on our website, if you go to software and go to integrated solutions, we have a page of integrated solutions, and we're constantly adding to this that we know work with Sage 100 and work well. And we've worked with these people, and we know that it all works well. So these are just a few of them. Now, when you're on our page, you can click on any of them and drill down and get more information about each of these products and what they do. But we'd be glad to help you all with that. We want to make sure that you get the right solution for what you're looking for. So a little bit about the state of Oasis. So we're excited to announce, and you all are the first to hear this, that we are now Sage Intact partners. We've been Sage partners for 31 years, May 1st, 31 years. And this is a great opportunity for us and our customers. I'm sure you all have heard about Intact. It was purchased from Sage in 2010. Sage has steadily updated the features since the purchase, and we are now authorized partners. So you probably get information from Sage about Intact and wondering, do you want to move to the cloud? Is this a good solution? So for us, we have a couple different solutions for cloud. And so you can keep the Sage 100 that you know and love, and move to a hosted environment. We have quite a few customers that have done that in the past year, and it's worked really, really well. There's, I think we're talking about that later this morning, about the solution that we have that is Sage endorsed for that. But if you feel like, maybe you want to take another step and actually go to a cloud where you don't have a server. A lot of people come to that crossroads when their server is getting old and they're thinking about replacing it. What are they going to do? So, and we can help you with that. We can help you with that decision, tell you what it would take to do both options. So we'd be happy to help you all. But we're excited about this. I think it offers just another offering for our customers to stay with the Sage product, as well as stay Oasis customers, which we love. So Falana, I am about finished. So if you would like to spin the wheel and let's see who wins.
Absolutely. Give me 1 second here. Okay, let me share my screen. I'm going to stop here.
Stop share. Okay. Great. Thank you.
I got it here. Okay, guys, can everybody see my screen? You see this lovely, lovely wheel here? The most exciting part, of course not, and that's part was spin, spin, spin. And Caroline. Okay, you are the winner of our $25 Amazon gift card. I will make sure that gets to you. Congratulations. Okay.
Thanks, Falana. Who is Caroline with?
Momentarily, I will tell you. Caroline, Caroline
on that one.
She says, woohoo, thank you, Martin Energy Group. So
great. Thanks, Caroline. Thanks for coming today. We appreciate it, and so happy for you, Caroline, that you won that. So thanks for your attention this morning. And again, we're going to log off of this session, and then you should have the next session in your email, and you'll be able to log back on to that. So we're going to take, some time between each session. My session was probably a little shorter than some of the other ones. I was talking to Jody earlier. I said, I feel like you all are speed dating on some of these sessions. So it'll be a lot of fun, but hope you like this format. And let me know if you all have any questions or need some more information. Thanks, and I will be back at 11 for another session. Thank you all.